Hey guys, it's Mike Monty, one half of Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. And we want to reach out to all the fans out there who have supported our show to say thank you. Thank you for making 2021 one of our best years. And one of our best years was because of Anchor. Anchor, the way that you can have your voice heard. You can be just like us. Record your own podcast. Use the Anchor tools to edit your podcast. Use it on a phone. Use it on your computer. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all with Anchor, they're totally free. So be just like Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and Nefaro. We're looking together for a great 2022. We've got huge guests coming on board. Oh, yeah. You probably wonder why Jimmy's not here right now. Well, he's prepping for one of the best interviews we're about to have, and we're going to surprise someone with. So hang aboard with us, and don't forget, be like us and use Anchor.
Method of business would persist until the formation of the National Wrestling Alliance in 1948. The NWA as a central governing body, with its singular, undisputed world champion, would be absolute and undeniable. This control, combined with the expansion of the interstate highway system, and the inevitable popularity and availability of regional television, would usher in an era of wrestling that was defined by what would come to be known as the territory system. The territory system would dominate wrestling for nearly 4 decades, while the borders, authority, popularity, and obedience of individual NWA territories was in a near constant state of flux. To this day, the impact and influence of these territories is still felt. Each territory had its own signature promoter and star. While it is impossible to cram these characteristics into a static, concrete map, we are damn sure going to try anyway.
So open up your eyes way before it gets too late. Now one man, there's no way you can. Hit the streetlights running, don't give a damn. A simple explanation that you'll never find. Sinners never sacrifice. We never leave love alone. Is hate really worth the price? Look at what we've done. Never cared for compromise. Always threatening someone's life, and it feels like the end of the world.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Wrestling. It's Friday, and, it's just another wrestling day with your host, Mike Monty and Jimmy Farrow. Jimmy, This Week in Wrestling, my friend.
Hey, yo. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Just hey, yo.
Hey, Mike. How about a hey, Mike? Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what up?
Hey, yo. Raw ratings July 4th, 1.5 million. That's a 20% drop.
People were barbecuing wieners.
There you go.
That's what happened.
That's what happens.
We're busy. Body slams?
Dude,
I'm body slamming a Budweiser. Leave me alone. I'm going to have a hamburger, too.
Yeah, no, it's hamburger or wrestling.
Yeah. And then Vince was probably sitting at home. They're probably just barbecuing wieners. It's no big deal. Tony Khan was probably like, oh, my God, where did everybody go?
The weird thing, I was actually
My
watching.
toy. You were watching?
Yeah.
Okay. So much for that.
You
18,
and I went to the beach.
So much for that 18 to 49 demographic.
You and I went to the beach. Well, there you go. You and I went to the beach and then got home, made some dinner.
You think we went to the beach?
A little burnt.
I'm destroyed.
He's a little burnt.
Yeah. Well, I was burnt before I got under the sun.
SmackDown last Friday at 2.1 million.
Okay. That's good. Millions.
And AEW coming off that big hitting over the 1 million
mark.
Tell you? Back at 979.
What did I say? It would be in the 9.7s probably. There it is. Great. They had a great card, and then they have the drop off. But doesn't that happen with everything anyway? Usually. Well, not in the old days when the Attitude Era was never,
I think there's a sustainability problem there.
Yeah, it goes up and down. It does. not the end of the world, though. When they start to creep into 8s and 7s, we can start really.
They got their core audience.
They do.
And that's what they're getting. And
Right.
then maybe there's some attention for whatever reason. Blood and Guts, I guess, the title and
Card was
everything
stacked
else.
enough, but they got a few extra, folks
You
in the
said
room.
it last week. You said, hey, if the WWE put a pay-per-view card on every week,
Right.
you would be seeing it. But
Right.
do you think that ruins it for AEW, meaning that they're not as special since every card is loaded all the time? And again, what's loaded? Wednesday night,
That's true.
the main event was
That's-
Moxley against, I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
That
Christian
guy.
Cage making a habit of,
Right.
dropping bombs. I think he mentioned, too.
Well, we got a Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy feud. Isn't that what you want to see? What year is this? Wow. Guys, really? And you're the modern progressive company? I'm confused.
It's good points.
I'm very confused.
Good
I don't
points.
know, man. We got Theory. We'll get to that later, but we got Theory winning the Money in the Bank. There's a future face. But we got Christian versus Matt.
We'll get the theory later, but
Yeah.
some people are on meltdown. Which,
Oh, well, let him be. Let him be. I'll be sure to take a selfie with Theory when he wins the world title. How's that sound?
there you go.
I'm going to enjoy every second of that.
Colt Cabana was to be released by AEW until the AEW wrestlers spoke up for him. How will Punk handle being overruled? Now, again, if everybody understands, Punk has a poor relationship with Colt Cabana.
As the years
they
went
were
on.
former friends.
They were great. They were great friends.
And then they became bitter enemies.
He was mentioned in the pipe bomb.
Right. So how does your boy Phil handle about being overruled?
He's my boy.
And then again, of all the guys to be released, Colt Cabana is the guy that you choose. Do you think that was Phil's hand in it and then got ruined because wrestlers pushed back?
That's interesting.
Give me your thoughts.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that CM Punk was still hating on Colt Cabana. I thought that by now maybe they might have calmed down a little bit. Very interesting. Well, how will Punk handle being overruled? You're out and you're hurt. Shut up. Deal with it.
That's it?
Well, isn't that how we would handle it?
Well, think about it this way.
Hey, shut up.
Go to your main guy, Tony Khan, say, look, I want him out of here. I can't stand looking at him, whatever reason, right? I'm not saying this is what
rubs
happened,
me
but
the
let's
wrong
say
way.
Tony, there you
Right.
go. Tony Khan goes, you know what, Phil? Anything for you, just let me hug you.
Right.
And after he's done hugging
Twice.
him twice,
It's got to be hugged twice.
there you go.
Okay.
After he's done hugging him, he goes, we're getting rid of Colt.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, here come the Young Bucks.
Here comes
everybody else
everybody
saying,
else.
hey, oh, this is our boy. What are you doing?
But you know what's interesting though? Why are they so concerned about keeping Colt Cabana when they don't use him for shit on the card?
Well-
He's our friend. Pay him. Isn't that what they're saying?
Well, he was going to go to Ring of Honor, right? Because they
That
bought
Ring of Honor experiment.
Yes.
Where Dolph Ziggler went to NXT.
Yes,
He's going to
yes.
do one of those with that.
Even I don't even know if
Nothing
Ring of
like
Honor, does
watering
Ring of-
down the original intention of Ring of Honor. That's okay, you purists.
Does Ring of
Anyway,
Honor even exist anymore?
It does in Tony Khan's back pocket where he farts. And the smell goes through and into
So
the
what, does he
pocket.
pull out the Ring of Honor card?
Yeah, he's like, hey, yeah, you better be careful. He may buy Mexico or something. Hey, AAA, hey, CMLL.
Like, when do you
wait? Hold on, I bought Puerto Rico, WWC.
When do you pull the card out though? Like, what is it like?
Well, if he tries to buy WWC, don't be surprised if someone pulls a knife out. Because he won't be able to buy WWC. Puerto Rico doesn't sell their stuff,
You know,
as we
gotta
kind
be
of know.
How would you feel if
Sick bastard.
Tony Khan was in the shower and Invader went in there and gutted him?
Vader?
But put you on the spot.
You
yeah.
have Vader doing it? Yeah.
The
Or
Invader.
See, I
sorry.
pictured Vader, and I'm like,
Oh, no,
Vader
I'm sorry.
can't do shit
I meant
anymore.
Invader.
Invader.
At 83
How would
years
I
old,
feel about
however
that?
old he is.
He goes in there at 83 and wastes Tony Khan?
Just guts him.
I
Guts
don't
him
know,
like a
man.
fish.
I don't think he would get that far because the sight of Tony Khan unclothed would probably make him die of a heart attack.
Or Tony Khan would
Shock.
pull out of his ass, Ring of Honor!
Right.
Leave me up.
He'd be
It's like the cross against Dracula.
That's right.
Ring
He'd pull
of
out,
Honor.
He'd pull out, well, he might pull out the old Indy card. You're right. Fling today. This is awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Logan Paul signed to the WWE. What does that say when a YouTuber is in better shape than a pro wrestler, dude?
Oh, you got a picture? Ah! What's that on the? Is it on the audience's right that they're watching this picture? What is that?
Is Adam Cole.
No,
and-
it's not. That's the local guy that's at the swim club. What are you talking about? That's Adam Cole. Where does hair go on? What's happening to Adam Cole?
He's got doll head.
Wow. Dude, Logan Paul, by the way, I heard people are melting down about this. that Logan Paul's been signed to the WWE. First of all, let me ask you this, from what you've seen of Logan Paul,
Sure.
okay? Not that we know anything compared to you smarty pantsers out there in indie world. Is this guy in great shape? Yes, right? Mm-hmm. Is this guy actually engaging?
Yes.
I think he is. Has he already done his homework on an impressive level in the ring? I say yes.
Yes.
What on earth are you people bitching about? The idea is to bring in top shelf entertainment, and if they're in great shape, that's a bonus. If they know all the moves or they're doing their moves excellent, that's a bonus. And if they have an it factor, that's a contract.
Dude,
what's going on here?
That was a huge, very smart signing.
Oh, it's fantastic. I like him.
Of course.
You know why I like him, though, probably? Why I'm so on board? Because I don't know shit about him before this. You know the Pharaoh doesn't have a TV.
Right,
I don't pay attention to anything. I saw this guy. I was like, this guy's good. I don't need to know what he did in the past, or if people think he's invading the space of the pro wrestling purists' ring. You know? You guys just want your favorites to kill each other on AEW. You know? Their lives are all going to get cut short due to your, wrestling morals. You know?
By the way, I'm going to go off a little off script there,
Yeah.
but SmackDown,
The physicality.
LA Knight, what's his new name?
L.A. Knight. Oh, no. Wait, don't even... No, this guy's bit. What is with the deal with this? And stop asking me these things. What is his name? Annoying?
Dude,
Captain Annoying?
I love the gimmick.
I can't
and that
deal-
was Adam Cole's gimmick.
What's that
That
going to be?
was
Adam
going to
Cole's
be
gimmick?
Adam
You know
Cole's
something?
gimmick.
To sound... You know what? He's doing it better than Adam Cole ever would.
Really?
Eli Drake... L.A. Knight, Eli Drake,
Yes.
playing whatever the fuck his name is right now.
Max something.
Yeah, it's something like that. But all I know
But how
is
do you like
this.
the models? Did you like the models?
I got the models. Oh my God, what
How
is going?
great was that?
What
I'm
is go-
sorry.
I know you love that stuff, but
Oh my
I'm
God.
like Boo so far. I'm
Really?
like Boo. I find him hilarious, but I only have one question: why are we on the air right now? Those lights are not where I asked them to be. This stage is not the way it should be. So I say we stop this show right now and don't come back until this is maximum model acceptable.
Look at you, man. Well
I'm out.
done.
You know what I mean?
Well
I think he's excellent, but I don't know where this is going, and I'm not sure about his stable, and I'm not sure if they're going to give them a good push, and I'm not sure if this is just there for comedy. That's my concern.
I kind of dug it.
Is that fair, though,
That's
having
fair.
that concern?
It's fair.
Because I actually love Eli Drake, and forgive me for not knowing his name backwards, what he's doing right now, because I find it is Max something or other. He's annoying the fuck out of me, so he's doing his job. I think that this guy, I'm actually a little annoyed he's not a wrestler. He was in great shape.
He'll be
We
a
liked
wrestler.
him.
He'll be a wrestler.
You know,
He'll be a wrestler.
I find him to have a tremendous hit factor.
That
Is
was
it just me?
Adam Cole's position.
Adam
you
wouldn't
were
have done
such
it.
a you're
Adam wouldn't have done it as well as
you're
Eli's
such a
doing it.
huge Adam Cole guy.
I
You
do
kind of
like
let him
Adam
kind
Cole.
of push to the side now.
Well, it's kind of rough because, I mean, I loved Adam Cole and the way he was presented in Ring of Honor. I loved Adam Cole the way he was presented in NXT with the, Undisputed Era. Adam Cole was always a main event type guy where he went. In AEW, I just feel like they've got 20 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag. No one ever seems to get a sustainable push except for just a few guys. And what about the rest of them? I feel like Adam Cole floats back and forth between take me seriously to the next week where it's like, where'd Adam Cole go?
Right.
I don't know. That's how I feel about that company right now. It's weird.
I get you. But like, who do you think?
Am I in better shape than Adam Cole?
I think so.
That's fucked up.
I think so.
It really is.
Really.
It's kind of messed up. I can't super kick like him.
By the way, on Wednesday night,
Hey.
Wardlow
Yeah.
won the TNT Championship. Do you
Right.
think that's going to make a difference?
No. Why would that make a difference?
Well, you kind of were talking about them not establishing stars,
Right.
right?
No, I'm glad he got the belt, but I mean, it's almost like, when Lashley wins the U.S. title or something. It's like, okay.
You didn't like that, huh?
No, I like it, but Lashley at this point, it's like, to me, has earned world title, fighting for world
Yeah, but
title.
you got the head
Listen,
of the table.
as long as he holds the belt for a long time and has a good solid reign, then it's fine.
Right.
How's that sound?
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Ronda Rousey claims that she never wanted to be champion and demanded
Wow.
to lose to Liv Morgan.
Well, that sounds inconsistent, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I mean, she never wanted to be champion. Oh, maybe she means on this return? Why?
Probably this return.
I don't think I believe that. Ronda never loses, so this was like, the fact that she actually did lose was shocking.
Well, let me
Shocking.
ask you this.
Kind of cool.
Liv cashes in the Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah.
Did you agree with that, or did you not?
I thought it
agree
was
with that?
awesome. You can see the fans were happy too. So how bad could it be?
What is the?
Ronda didn't have quite it this time around.
No, I agree with you.
Let's face it.
So good move,
I think so.
but why live?
Why the hell not? Think about who else the choices
Why
were.
do the fans love her so much?
Has Oscar? Have we seen Oscar for years and
Yeah,
stuff? You know,
right.
have we seen Charlotte for years? Have we
Becky.
seen Becky for years?
Right.
I think she's absolutely the logical choice.
But I would say,
We don't have Bailey right now. If Bailey returned, that would probably be Bailey.
well, let me ask you this question.
know?
We've always been saying that WWE female wrestlers can't go to AEW because the talent level.
Right.
Liv is at the talent level of AEW wrestlers,
I think
if
she's-
maybe a little less.
I think Liv Morgan's come along pretty nicely.
She has, but she's
Pretty
still not
nicely.
great.
No, I don't think she's great, but she may be working on that. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
Let's
she's
see
no
what kind of run this
she's
is.
no Thunder Rosa.
What?
She's look, I'm being honest. Like
You mean in the ring?
Yeah,
of course.
in the ring.
Oh, of course.
even our mic skills seems very scripted all the time.
Yeah, Liv's a little, but let's see what happens. I mean, I'm into it. It's fresh. It's
So
something new.
they gave her the belt, and
Mm-hmm.
now rumor has it that Liv is facing Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam.
She can't beat her twice.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the point?
I don't
Like that
know.
doesn't make any sense.
I'm confused. Well, I guess if Ronda gets her belt back, she gets her mojo back, and Liv really, if you really look at it, Liv is always going to have that moment. She beat Ronda Rousey. That's a pretty big feather in someone's cap. I think that's going to enhance her career the rest of the way. As to how big her career gets, yet to be seen. But that is an excellent thing to have on your resume. I beat Ronda Rousey for the title. I cashed in.
Let me ask you this:
That's pretty
when
big.
she cashed in and Ronda threw her right into that ankle lock,
The
fans were going nuts.
Isn't that
they
awesome?
were
though?
screaming,
That's awesome.
screaming.
Because you think you're thinking to yourself, "Wow, this cash-in's going to be in vain."
Yeah, right.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
You really don't see her getting out of it.
I didn't think she was
and
getting out of
somehow
it.
she got out of it. Huge pop for
Well,
that.
wait.
and,
honestly,
you know,
to be honest with you, when
Yeah.
it first happened, I'm like, "This is so cool" because I love sometimes when people cash in and
right,
they just get
and they just get squashed, which
Right.
is rare though.
But
Usually,
all of a sudden, you hear those fans,
Right.
like I
fans
was
were
like,
no, and
"Whoa."
the fans booed Ronda from the moment
I know.
she got out there. Poor Ronda.
Tony
Does she
Khan.
deserve? I'm sorry. Does she deserve that kind of treatment from the fans? I don't think so.
Fans are fickle,
I think it's
man.
kind of rough.
It is, but you know what, dude? It's like
Ronda
people-
gives a shit about wrestling, no matter how emotional she seems to get.
Listen, like you
She
know,
obviously loved it since she was a kid.
I always talk to you about my wife, and like she's just doesn't really like wrestling, but when she watches it with me or whatever, she hates Ronda Rousey. And you know what she says? She doesn't deserve it. She made made a career over being a very tough woman who eventually became lost and then
Right.
went to pro wrestling,
Right.
and was given everything right away.
Look, all great fighters eventually lose their mojo.
Yeah,
All
I agree.
of them, unless your name is Rocky Marciano. Okay? All of them. Ali.
Who, by the way, fought his brother, I think, 4 times or something
Did
like
he?
that. Yeah,
So he was really 49-0 instead of 53-0?
probably.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about those other 49 chins?
Tony Khan says he's open to a WWE and an AEW Super Show. He's open to it.
Oh, well, how gracious of him to want to latch on to Vince McMahon's ass to make some real money.
But he's open to it. He's open to it. I'm open to it. If they want to do it, we're going to do
I'd
it.
be more than willing. Here's Hook. Hook versus Lesnar. Wow. That'd be good.
All right, bro. So here's the thing.
Slavanaka.
Austin Theory wins the Money in the Bank.
And
Did you see it coming?
Well, when he was included in the match, of course. The second I know he's included in the match, I'm like, this is great.
So I want to read this.
This is
So
so
I
great.
caught this on Facebook, some random post.
Okay.
This guy writes,
Oh, here we go.
I just smashed my TV in front of 50 guests at my party because Theory has won the Money in the Bank. My wife just took the kids and said they're spending the week at a hotel. This show has ruined my life and my party.
It's
I can't
ruined.
handle this anymore. Goodbye, WWE. I'm no longer a fan.
Well, you can't watch them anymore anyway. You don't have a TV. I don't think that they're going to be too concerned about you on the ratings.
Could you imagine destroying your TV?
That shit! The guy was drinking, too. You know he was drinking. He's like on his 27th
But I mean, it's not like
year.
the Jets missing a field goal in the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
it's worse.
Really?
His wrestler didn't win Money in the Bank. Are you kidding? This is it. It's over. The family fled the house like the Amityville Horror. You know?
Does
The
Theory?
dog gets thrown into the back seat. We gotta go. What happened? Theory won the Money in the Bank.
Does he cash in on Reigns?
I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to take one of those belts off Reigns. So I don't... Look, I don't think Theory's going to fail in his cash-in.
I do.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
But by the way,
If they do that, it's a huge mistake.
Star.
Guys who don't cash in... Oh, that's what I'm getting at. Guys who don't cash in, look it up historically, except for Cena, who already was so established. One time he wasn't. That would be a bad move.
So
That's a bad
this
move.
is also the
He's
rumor
got to
that-
cash
This
in.
is also
What
the
if he
rumor
holds it
that's
for a
happening.
year?
Theory
Let him hold it for a
cashes
year.
in at SummerSlam after
Oh,
either
okay.
Reigns or Lesnar win. He
I would
gets
prefer-
it.
I would prefer
but then
that.
Cena comes out and
no.
challenges Theory and then wins his 17th
Wow.
world title. And everybody goes home happy, and that
I don't
becomes
go
the
home
greatest
happy.
pro wrestler in history.
I don't go home happy, and neither does Jon Stewart. Have you forgotten? You don't pass Ric Flair. Not you. Nope. No.
Wow.
Leave that one alone.
All right, folks,
Leave
before
that
we
for the
go,
record books.
a couple
Let 'em
things on
debate.
Money in the Bank. The most viewed Money in the Bank in the history of Money in the Banks.
Merchandise up 95% too.
Yep. And the second highest gate in Money in the Bank history.
Oh yeah, Vince's company is clearly struggling after that scandalous revelation recently.
And with that,
Yeah,
this has been Mike Monty.
I think this has been the Pharaoh. You've been watching This Week in Wrestling, and until next week, while I'm cleaning this up in the meantime, later.